Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Jonathan from the Lone Star Living channel, coming to you today with a tip on building Ikea type shelving units. Typically one of the last things that you do is put on the backer board, which is a very flimsy, thin material that they want you to install using a finishing nail that is absolutely tiny. I don't know if you guys can see that there, but it is really tiny. And what they want you to do is basically to take a hammer and hold this so that you're not going to smash your fingers and ever so slightly tap it in. And I've done this before and it can be done, but there are several things that you have to watch out for when you're doing this. You have to make sure that you have it aligned in the middle of this board material, on the back of course, and you have to make sure that you don't hit it hard enough to where you hit your fingers. That's really frustrating and kind of painful. So I've come up with an easier way of doing this, and I'm going to show that to y'all here next, so stay tuned for that. So I've gone ahead and turned the unit around, so now you can see the back where I've actually gone ahead and started putting the finishing nails into the back of the board. Now I've done this before, all the way around, 40 some odd nails, and I have gotten to the last nail before and hammered it in, and it went through that little bit of wood that you have to work with into the front where it was visible. So not only did it damage the wood, but it also was visible from the front when you're looking at the shelf. So I started this, and out of a bit of frustration, I decided to try and come up with something a little bit better. So what you're going to need for this is you're going to need a staple gun. Any staple gun will work. This is a Stanley light duty staple gun that I had laying around here. And what you'll do is you'll line the top part of the staple gun with the very edge of your backer board, and that should align you right in the middle, right in the center of the wood, the little bit of wood that you have to work with. So let me demonstrate that here, and we'll show you how it's done here. So what you'll do is you'll take it, actually let me do this side over here. You'll take it, I've done a couple already here if you can see that, and you'll line it up. I don't know how well you can see this, but I've lined it up to where the top of my staple gun here is at the very edge of this backer board. And so I'm actually going to go a little bit further down, and so once I press it in, it perfectly puts a staple right in the middle of the board. So you can go all the way down here without having to worry about one of those little tiny finishing nails going through your board and ruining your shelf. And also it'll save you some time and frustration. So you won't have to be worried about hitting your fingers or messing up your shelving unit. So that's just a quick tip on how to better put these backer boards on these Ikea type shelves. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Thank y'all for watching. And this is Jonathan with the Lone Star Living channel. We'll see y'all down the road.